Test 1 1, test 1 1, test.
Guys, my eyes, a bit swollen. Hey guys, welcome. So today we're going to talk about a 1x system, which is the Sram Force CX1. What's the difference between a normal group set and a Sram Force CX1? So the normal conventional group set, it has 2 speed in the front and 11 speed at the back. At this point of time, there is some group set that comes with a 12 speed. The older group set is only 10 speed at the back, but the front there's 2 speed. But a 1x system is slightly different because at the front over here, there's only one single chainring. You do not have the front derailleur. What is the front derailleur? This is a front derailleur. You attach it over here so that you can change the gear from the small ring to the big ring. I am a fan of a 1x system and I've tried it on the Sram Force CX1. I loved it and I'm going to be sharing with you what are the top 3 advantages of having a 1x system. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys what are the top 3 questions being asked by all the riders out there when they saw my bike on a 1x system. The first thing I like about a 1x system is about simplicity. Everything about the 1x system is so simple. You can actually tune it very easily. You only have one rear derailleur to worry about. And then when you shift the gears, it's only the right handle that you press to shift the gears. So everything is so simple. When you wash the bike, it's so easy. You do not need to worry about all the gunks, the grease on the 2x chainring. It makes things so much easier and it makes sense. So that's the reason why I love it. It's so simple. And if you travel overseas to cycle, you do not need to worry about the front derailleur setup. Sometimes maybe some misalignment or you have a knock on the front derailleur and you need to reset it again. It takes a lot of time. But for the 1x system, when you travel, it makes it so much easier. That's all, right? Isn't it amazing? The second point I like about the 1x system, clean look. So you know that the bike is best when it looks clean. Meaning to say, it's seamless. There's not much of a cables around. There's not much of a mechanical parts that is installed on your bike that makes it look complicated. So the 1x system is really awesome because the bike looks really clean. No front derailleur, no front derailleur cable. The entire look of the bike is totally clean. So that's the reason why I like about the 1x system. Third reason I like about the 1x system is a peace of mind. So the 1x system makes it so easy and you have a peace of mind. The reason why I say that is because when you're tired, it's really hot, you're climbing a very high mountain, you don't really feel like focusing much on the gear ratio. So the 1x system only need focus on the rear derailleur, which is the only shifter on the right that you focus on. So that's all you need to focus on. But if you have a 2x system, you need to think about, hey, am I using the right gear? It's on the big ring right now. Should I move it to the smaller ring? Or should I move it back to the bigger ring to get the best out of the gears? The 1x system, you have a peace of mind. It's only the right hand doing all the shifting and the rest of it, you just focus on riding and enjoy the experience. So guys, that's the top 3 reasons why I like the Sram 1x system. When I installed the 1x system about a few months ago, there was a lot of doubts out there. Can your bike do it? Is the 1x system gear ratio good enough to go for long distance? Can you do for a sprint? What if you meet a very high gradient mountain and you're out of gear? Now I've actually streamlined top 3 questions being asked by most of the riders out there. I'm not saying that the 1x system is better than the 2x system, but I'm just sharing with you my opinion in case you have any thoughts about changing your road bike to a 1x system. Perhaps my opinion may help you to have a clearer view on the advantages of the 1x system. Number 1 question, what is the best gear ratio if you're using a 1x system? Now I've tested a lot of gear ratio. I know my riding style. Most of the time my average speed is less than 35 kilometers per hour. By using the knowledge I know about how I cycle, I've came up with the best gear ratio for me. So what I've done is that I've actually installed a 40 tooth in front, and then on the cassette I use an 11 and 42. That's what I think the best gear ratio for a 1x system. Now of course, some of you may disagree with the gear ratio. Some of you may prefer a slightly bigger chainring in the front, perhaps a 44 or 46T. You gotta try the gear ratio yourself to find out what's the best for you. Now as an average cyclist like me, that's my preference. The 40T in the front and 1142 at the back. You can conquer most of the hills out there. You can conquer most of the flat roads out there. It's really awesome. Does the wide ratio on the cassette and also the gear jump bothers you? Here's what I think. At first, when I installed the 1142 cassette, I do feel that the gear jump is slightly too wide for me. But the beauty part is our legs can adapt to it. So the moment your legs adapt to that gear ratio, you're fine. What I mean by that is that after a few months of using the wide gear ratio system, somehow somewhat the legs will find its way to adapt into the cassette. With that adaptation, when you put it on the road, when you're cycling with your buddies, you can just keep up, no problem whatsoever. That's my answer to that question. Yeah. Does the chain drop? Alright, Now, the chain drop is a very big question because if you're having a 2x system, you have a front derailleur and also a chain catcher to prevent the chain from dropping. But if you're using a 1x system, does the chain drop? Now, my answer to you is no, it doesn't drop. The technology that comes with the Sram Force CX1 is pretty amazing because there are two areas that Sram focus on to prevent the chain from dropping. Now, the first one will be the rear derailleur, which comes with a clutch system. So the clutch system is an additional tension provided to the spring of the rear derailleur to hold the chain tight enough so that there's no much of a chain slap when you're riding your bike. And the second technology that Sram introduced is the chain ring tooth. It comes with a wide and narrow. So with that, it sort of holds the chain tight to prevent the chain from dropping. Now, I've been using the Sram Force CX1 for about 6 months. I've cycled quite a number of places. I have never experienced a chain drop at all. Now, these are only my opinion in terms of the 1x system. What are the advantages that I think a 1x system would have over the 2x system, and also what are the top questions that's been asked out there by riders when they saw a 1x system. Is the 1x system the future for cycling? I'm not sure. Sram just launched a 12-speed E-Tap ASX, SX, right? Yeah, SX system. And they gave a lot of options. There's 2x system and a 1x system. There must be a reason why Sram introduced a 1x system on the road bike group set. So is it the future? I don't know. It depends on the preference of the rider, but for me, I think the 1x system really makes sense because I believe that simplicity is the key to riding a road bike. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to know anything about the 1x system and additional question that you want to know about it, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.